Hi everyone, my name is Melanie Josephine. I am the author of Rock Your Au Pair Year, and today we're going to be talking about how you can find out if you want to be an au pair or if you should be an au pair. So first of all, I would like to let you know that this is the first part of a series that I'm doing here on YouTube. So there will be plenty of more au pair videos coming up. So if this is something that you're interested in, then please subscribe. So the first thing that I would like to tell you is that when you're not sure if you want to be an au pair, there are probably meetings that you can attend to. So there's different agencies that you can go with, or if you're not going with an agency, then you can probably go with the website Au Pair World and check them out. But I'm gonna have a few links for you listed below. But also the easiest thing what you can do is just get as much information as possible. So one of the things that you could do is, for example, read my book. But obviously you don't have to do that. But there's plenty of information in my book about being an au pair. The second thing that you can do, you can check out my blog. I wrote plenty of different blog posts on this topic, and I also interviewed a lot of au pairs all around the world about their experience. So this information is completely free. You can go to my website and you can check it out, and you can get a lot of information about what to consider if you want to be an au pair. And the third thing, you're already in the right place. You can go to YouTube, and like I said, there's going to be plenty more videos on au pairing on my channel, but there's also a couple of girls that are an au pair or have been an au pair, and they have a YouTube channel, and they have plenty of information for you guys, and I'm gonna link a couple of channels that I like in the description box below. So the next topic that I would like to cover is when to talk to your parents, friends, boyfriends. Well, maybe your parents or your boyfriend or your friends are completely open and you have already talked to them, so then this is not an issue for you. But if you are worried that maybe your parents are not too happy that you're planning to go away for a whole year or maybe just 6 months, but whatever time it is, maybe your parents are not too happy to see you leave and you're not really sure how to approach them. So in that case, I would recommend you, first of all, get all of the information that you need, make your own decision, make up your own mind before you talk to them, because there's not really a point in talking to them if you're not sure, is there? So that's why I think the first point, where you get all of the information that you need and then you approach your parents or your friends or your boyfriend, and then you will also have all the information if they have questions, because they probably will have questions for you. So if you're well prepared, then this is a really, really good way to be able to answer all of their questions. So the third point that I would like to cover here, if you make the decision to be an au pair, if your decision is, yes, I really want to be an au pair, then what should you do? So first of all, you need to think, how much childcare experience do I have and how much do I need? Now there's different programs depending on where you want to go. If you want to go to the US, if you want to go to Australia or to the UK or somewhere completely else in the world, it differs. So in the US, I think it's about 200 childcare hours that you have to have at least, but for other countries, it may be as little as 1 or 2 childcare references. So it all really depends on your destination. But let me tell you that the more childcare experience you have, the better, because obviously a family will be more confident in hiring you if you have plenty of experience. Now the second question that you need to ask yourself, do I have a driving license or do I need one? So there's some countries you definitely need a driver's license, and that is the US. And then there's plenty of other countries where you don't need one, but it also really depends on the family. So there's families who will need a driver, and then there's families who don't need a driver. But obviously, if you have a license, then you will be able to look at more family profiles. There will be more families available. There will be more jobs for you. And the third thing on the list is, do you have enough money? I mean, compared to other programs, being an au pair, that's definitely not the most expensive program you can go abroad with, but you still do need some money. So depending on which agency you go with, or even if you're not going with an agency, you still need to calculate how much money do you need. So if you go to the US, you have to look at the agency's rate, because the rate already covers your flight and all of that. But if you don't go into the US program and you want to be an au pair somewhere else, and you go with an agency or you don't go with an agency, you probably have to calculate how much are my flight costs, how much are my insurance costs, and plenty of other things to think about beforehand. Maybe you need to buy something for your travels, or maybe the visa requires you to have a certain amount of money in your account. That is, for example, the case if you want to go to Australia or New Zealand. So really, depending on where you're going, the amount that you need can vary quite a lot. So if you would like to have an extra video on this topic, please let me know in the comments below, because I could make another video on all of the different prices for the different countries. So I'll be more than happy to do that. And at last, I would like to give you one question, which I would say is a key question when it comes to being an au pair. You need to ask yourself, are you excited to be an au pair? Because if it doesn't excite you to work with children, if it doesn't excite you to go abroad, then this is probably not for you. But if you play it out in your head, if you think, okay, how could it be when I'm in a different country and I live in a different family's house and I look after their children, what does that make me feel like? I mean, you're not gonna be able to know exactly because you're not there yet, but if you fantasize, do you actually get excited or not? So this is really the key question. But if this is your dream, then I definitely recommend this to you. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. There are going to be more videos on this series, as I said. If there's any au pair topics that you think about or that you have questions about, please let me know in the comments below what kind of videos you would like to see, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.